that I needed to, but I actually saw a bunch of tents and everything here at the Harley Davidson dealership, and so I said I would stop and take a look. They've got some kind of hog rally going on today. Actually, they got a bunch of rides and everything that they're going to be taking and that they'll be doing. And so, of course, I don't need anything, but I decided to get off the bike for a few minutes and get back on here. I got a long day ahead of me still. So every now and then a little detour. And I know I had a late start, but it is what it is. I was hoping to find something I couldn't live without. Ooh, like that. That's cool. Suicide shifter and everything. I would ride that. I really would. As a matter of fact, I want to find me something like that. Maybe not exactly, but find me an old bike. This is what I think I really want, y'all. CVO Pan America. True story. Thanks, man. Good. Thank you. They got the test ride truck out. Come and test ride to your heart's content. They got some vendors. Plenty of bikes. But it's time for me to get back on my machine. I like that root beer color. I guess you would call it root beer. Not really sure. See the sparkle. It's nice. All right, guys, that does it for me. Old Ruby Red over there. Hope everybody's doing well. I am actually in Colorado. Not too long across the border, or state line, I should say. I think it's a state line and not a border. Technically, it is a border too. I don't know, but I have made it to Colorado, Cuffle, Colorado. They said, and so it's been an interesting trip already today. As I said earlier, late start but a great start. No, I'm not getting another one. Part of me would like to, but no. My next Harley is going to be debt free. Somebody's going to bless me with it. That word was released some time ago, a few weeks back. About a week or two ago. No, it's been about a week now, a little bit over a week. And when they told me, I believed it. I received it. And so Surai from India, God bless you. Thank you for pressing play. Henboy Run, yo, what it be? What it do? What is going on? Osama, hey brother, remember me? No sir, I don't, but thank you for pressing play and joining the festivities on today. The Moors, yeah. So it's gonna be released. Molly's Gardening, Nomad 100, Little Pepsi, stop relieving your mouth. Well, what else am I gonna do, Little Pepsi? You know, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna continue to relieve my mouth. I've never really heard it put that way. That's an interesting choice of words to describe talking and articulating, but hey, to each his own, right? Everyone has their way of saying, doing, expressing themselves and everything. So God bless you anyway, sir. You ever tried dingleberry stew? Dingleberry stew from DB. Save the cats. Trap, spray, and release. Boy, these folks don't have anything to do. Let's see here. Let's do that. Okay. So I really don't have time for this, so I ain't gonna worry about it. It is what it is. Everybody has a right to run their mouth. I did run into the Black Sheep Motorcycle Ministry while here, so that's a good connect. We will reach out to the president, Tony Zamora, and hopefully we'll be able to do some fellowshipping in the future. If nothing else, we will certainly get them on the show, the Retro Philosophy Show, and discuss their experience in motorcycle ministry because we can learn from others. No man is an island unto himself, and so I'm excited about that. Ran into another great guy by the name of David back in Utah. He had an interesting testimony that he shared with us briefly, and we'll be sharing that portion of his testimony here on the Retro Philosophy Show once I can get back and get into the into the studio. So stay tuned for that. And I suspect there will be some more encounters. I will just like, don't block me. I don't understand that. Let's see here. Who else we got here? Hi, kidnapper. Okay, no kidnapper here. Love your jacket, man. Sparkline, thank you very much, sir. This is my cut, representing Kingdom Alignment Motorcycle Ministry. And got a few little patches on it and stuff. I like the Harley Jesus patch. Thank you, sir. Yeah, people are gonna talk, and they'll be all right. Colin says you are whatever fraud. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. I am a fraudulent fake. That means I'm a fake fake. So if you think I'm fake, that's fake. So actually, I'm real. Oh boy. Hello from Kentucky. What's going on, Charlie? Thank you for pressing play. Love you, Jesus Dollar. All right, God bless you. Speaking of Jesus Dollar, it's not a Jesus Dollar, it's a Jesus Penny that a gentleman, Dave, as a matter of fact, gave me when I was at the gas station back in Utah. Very interesting story about this that he shared with me, and I'll share with you guys at a later date. But he gave this to me, and we had a great little conversation. Your new helmet, what kind is it? It is a LS2 Advantix. Advant X. Advant X by LS2. And I do like it quite a bit. Fits extremely well, and it is actually a medium. Who would have thought? But I love the fit of it, and as well as the functionality. It has served as a great helmet so far, and so yeah. Whew, it is really starting to warm up. You know what? I think I'm gonna come out of this leather and and just ride in my jeans, which are still a pretty thick jean. Because once I hit this road, that's it. You know what? I'm gonna keep them on. I'm gonna keep them on. I'm not gonna take them off, guys. I'm gonna keep them on. Once I get out there and start doing 80 again, um, it'll be all right. So with that said and done, you guys hold tight. Um, hold tight. Let me get this right. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, boom, bang. It fits snug, but it fits well. It's not tight, um, but just the way it should, in my humble opinion. Let me see. All right, let's get going, guys. Uh, Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. Nice, be safe, and stay blessed, brother. Thank you from the Moors. I am from North Carolina, Kumar. I'm from North Carolina. I'm currently in Colorado right now, making my way to Massachusetts, then Maine, and then back to the Carolinas. I'm on what I have been calling the Miracle Tour, and this is a ride in honor of Tiffany Miracle Livingston, who used to ride with us, who is no longer with us. God rest her soul. But I have taken her with me on this ride. You may have seen me with this on my hand once or twice, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get back home into the studio and do a debrief and talk about the trip and the journey and everything. Um, but um, but hopefully you guys can hear me. I can save you a bunch of money. Lord knows I need to save some money, Jake from State Farm. Holy Al Sharpton, what's going on? Not too much, not too much, not too much, um, not too much. I was trying to think of something witty to come back for that Al Sharpton comment, Christopher, there, but I've kind of drew a blank, probably because it's not worth even wasting air nor articulation. Oh boy, you guys are great. Boy, I tell you, you guys are great. Um, so let me get on my way. Um, yeah, I just stopped here just to stop and be nosy. Uh, and they have the demo truck out, and so apparently they are going to be doing some demo test riding. I don't have time for any of that, and there's nothing that I want to test ride right now anyway. They also have what I've been informed, the hog rally here. Can you get me a job? Yeah, I can get you a job. I can get you a job. And the hog rally, she was explaining, they're going to be doing several different rides all around the area. So that's pretty cool. I'm not even sure what part of Colorado, what city, and I do know. I just saw the sign a little while ago. I can't remember what it was though. But I'm about to get back on 70 guys and make it shake. They got trailers all over the place, little motorcycle trailers. I should have pulled my trailer. I've got another project at home that I'll be starting once I get back. Uh, it's a trailer, and yeah, I can't wait to get started on it, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be so cool. Normally, when I take a long ride, I normally pull one of the trailers, especially if the wife is with me. But since it was just me, uh, there was really no need to pull it, and it was such a long ride. I said, you know what, just ride solo without the trailer. And I'm kind of glad I did because those mountains and everything, bruh. When I tell you serious, yo, they were serious. So we was all up and down those mountains and all those national parks and stuff, and even coming through Utah and into Colorado here, quite a bit. So all right, so let's get back on this highway and make it do what it do. 70 east is my direction. Let's see here. That's 70 west. We don't want to go west. Coming from the west. A lot of people don't know how to drive in the roundabouts. All right, 70 east. I have to yield, so that means I have to yield to the oncoming traffic. And here's my entrance to Interstate 70 eastbound, and I'm gone.
All right, so I still have some 30 hours to travel, and I'm trying to contemplate where is going to be a good place to bed down for the evening. She getting it on that bike, ain't she, y'all? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where's a good place to bed down. I wonder if I can make it to Detroit. That's like 20 hours from Colorado, like 20, 22 hours somewhere, give or take. And I've done over 20 hours in the saddle before. We'll play it by ear, see what's up. Nebraska might be the reasonable place to bed down, um, but I don't know if I got any peoples in Nebraska. I got any folks in Nebraska? Any of y'all from Nebraska? I'll let your boy if you're from Nebraska. Let me know where at in Nebraska will be a good place to bed down for the night. I've, I don't think I've been to Nebraska before. This will be my first time going through Nebraska, I believe. Been to Colorado before, but this is the first time riding through on my bike. Look at the hills over there, guys. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so we are on day number, what is today, guys? Today is Wednesday or is it Thursday? Today is Thursday. Wow. So I'm on day 11 of my trip. Wow, has it been 11 days already? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. All right, guys, it looks like it'll be more of the same of that, cutting out and everything. So if it cuts out, you know it's because of the signal. Um, my bars are dropping as we cut through these mountains, hills, canyons, valleys, whatever you call them. What are they? What are we riding through, guys? But I do know that it is messing with the signal. My signal is dropping. But we'll chit chat until then. How's that sound? Yeah, we'll chit chat until then. So anyway, like I said, I'm on day 11. My plan is to be home by the 11th of this month. I have an event that I have given my word that I would participate in. If you're in the North Carolina area, you want to come by and check it out, please do so. Uh, it will be a ride in honor of the fallen responders from 9/11. They'll be stopping at several of the local fire stations. So I'm really excited and honored to be a part of that event. And again, that takes place on September the 11th at Blue Ridge Harley Davidson in Hickory, North Carolina. You want to come by and meet your boy Retro? I'll be there in living color with bells and whistles on, and would love to shake your hand and dap you up. I've got to be home in time for that, as well as I have to be in Springfield for the 7th, which is this coming Saturday. So I had to alter my route just to try to get me to Springfield in time for that event, supporting my wife and my sister-in-law and all the other wonderful ladies that are going to be participating in the beauty brunch. There's a few of the sisters from Upper Praise Ministries, North Carolina, will be driving up later on today to get there in time. They'll leave out today and get there tomorrow, Friday, and it would have been perfect if I could have made it in time for Friday. But the way it looks, I still may. It'll just be late Friday, and then the event takes place on Saturday. Again, that's the beauty brunch. You can look it up on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere. So right now, I'm just out here trying to Wow, look at that. Look at that. How about that, guys? There's a few of you guys who genuinely follow my channel, and that's why I wanted to go live and share some of the sites that I'm seeing because, believe it or not, there are some people that may never travel these roads, may never ride a motorcycle, but they get to live vicariously through me. Not that I'm all that or anything, but I am honored to be blessed and have the privilege to ride the way that I ride, and then on top of it, someone else gets to enjoy it as well. So it's a win-win. Uh, I was talking to my uncle who was an avid rider who no longer rides when I started my trip, and he was just really tickled about the fact that I was halfway across the country. At the time, I think I was in South Dakota, and so we had a good laugh together. And so there are other people out here who ride way more than I do and ride more cooler roads. Uh, but this is my story. This is my channel. This is my, you know, my experience. And again, thank you for being a part. I really had no solid expectations for this trip. I knew it would be an epic trip, but I didn't really. Sometimes we put expectations on things and on people and stuff like that, and it ruins the true experience. It really does. It's a shame when you're trying to make someone else live up to something else that they never intended to be, wanted to be, said they would be. But because you had preconceived expectations or whatever, you ruin what could really be a great experience. So just let your hair down and live a little. You know, you're not going to be able to cross every T and dot every I, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy the ride. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy the experience. You know, so just get out and live life. I preached a message one time: failure in order to succeed, and some people had to fail so that they could succeed. Yeah. Sometimes until you realize that you really don't have control, you'll never win in life. I mean, look at this. I mean, when you really look at this earth, this world, and everything that God has created, me anyway, I realize how minute I am, how infinite I am, you know? And so that's a beautiful realization to come to. You know, the scripture says, it is he that has made us and not we ourselves. We are the sheep of his pasture, you know? And so the God that we serve is a great God. And this is an amazing world that we live in. So remember, you cannot control everything. Matter of fact, sometimes you gotta lose control to gain control. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta lose control to gain control. Earth are nothing compared to up in the mountains of California. My goodness. We just riding up in California. You hear what I'm telling you? Back roads, national forests, Hood National Forest was really nice, as well as Yosemite National Forest or National Park uh, was intimidating. Is what it was. Yeah, it was very intimidating. And I think I'm pretty. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I'm pretty. Sorry for yawning in your ear like that, but I think I'm a pretty good rider. I can maneuver my bike pretty well. I think so. Um, and so curves, I don't have a problem riding curves. I enjoy them. But as I was explaining to one of the ladies at the checkpoint, you know, because the tail of the dragon came up. I said, yeah, I rode that several times. She said, well, if you can ride the tail of the dragon, these rides up here are nothing. And, well, I beg to differ. Think about tail of the dragon. See, what's going on, brother? Blessings to you. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. The thing about tail of the dragon is you're riding through the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee for that short 11 miles, and you're experiencing, I think it's like 318 curves. But the point is, that mountain is full of trees, and very seldom do you see all the way down. But riding through California and those parts that we were riding, bruh, I mean, you can see there was a cliff right there. You was on the cliff, and that was it. No guardrail, no trees, nothing. Just a gazillion miles to the bottom, and it was quite intimidating. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy because it was intimidating, borderline scary, but at the same time intriguing. But you can't look because it's just too nah, bro. So I told one of the folks at the banquet. I said I think I rode enough national forests to last me for a whole year or two. But it was a great ride, man. It really was. It was indeed. Well, I thought I would have lost you guys by now, but it looks like I'm back up to 4 bars. Whoa. See what happens? I'm sitting here trying to look at how many bars I got, and that curve came up on me just that quick. That happened to me back in 2006. Yeah, 2006, I was riding a Gixxer 750, doing about 235, no cap. And I looked down at my speedometer and saw 235. And just at time to look down at my speedometer and look back up, there was the curve. And I was too far in the curve to maneuver through the curve, and ended up dropping the bike, totaled the bike. Thank God I didn't total myself. But all it takes is a split second with your eye not being on the road, and con, what's the word I'm looking for? Catastrophe can ensue. And it might not be a curve. It could be a rodent in the road. It could be a debris in the road. It could be anything. And just that split second that your eye is not on the road could be a game changer. Look at that, guys. That's pretty cool.